Since the start of the year, I've made some massive changes to my golf equipment, so today I want to do a what's in the bag for 2023. Hi, I'm Paul, and this is The Golf Show. Okay, so this is the fourth what's in the bag I've done in 122 episodes of The Golf Show, and I'm blaming you guys, because if it wasn't for The Golf Show, I wouldn't be testing golf clubs all the time, and I do, and sometimes I find some stuff that I really like, and gradually it works its way into my bag. So we've had tech season, you know, in January with all the new clubs coming out, all the new drivers, and I've made some changes. I've changed 8 clubs in my bag, so that's a massive amount of changes, so I want to take you through what's in my bag. Let's start with the driver. Firstly, big shout out to Mark and the team at Hazard Golf for making me this beautiful head cover. Had it 2 years, it's in great condition. So, if you've been watching The Golf Show recently, this won't be a surprise to you. The Ping LST G430 driver. Got the carbon wraparound crown that allows Ping to move the weights within the club. I was always worried about an LST driver being an 8 handicapper, thinking it wasn't for me. You see a lot of people talk about the LSTs or the Callaway Paradigm Triple Diamond and saying they're for elite players. This is so forgiving. When I tested this, I would say it's as forgiving as the Max. So I was fitted down at Ping, as you've seen in some recent episodes of The Golf Show. Got some great numbers for it. The benefit of going down to the Ping fitting centre was things like this weight here. They can change that from down as low as an 11 gram weight to up to 31 grams. So they're really giving you that versatility. You can change the loft and lie settings. I've gone for this at 9 degrees. Now, I've not had a driver at 9 degrees for about 30 years. We've gone for the Ping Tour chrome shaft. Ping have fitted me for this 1/2 inch shorter than standard. As you can see on the TrackMan data here, I'm getting an extra 25 yards on what I previously had. I'm getting such a great trajectory. It's coming in at a shallower landing angle and it's running out, so I couldn't overlook that. So the first change to my bag is the Ping driver. As you can see from this TrackMan data, the blue circle was my PXG driver that I've had for a few months now. The yellow is the Ping. I'm getting a much tighter dispersion and it's going further. Okay, so a new driver. This only arrived on Monday and I've been at work all week, so this is my first ever shot with it. Just want to remind you guys as well that The Golf Show is 100% independent. We're not paid by any manufacturer. We have no endorsements. I buy all the gear myself. So if I like it, I'll be really honest and tell you. If I don't like it, I'll be really honest and tell you. Now, there's no change to my 3 and 5 woods. There's no change to my team either, even though it's difficult times at the moment. These are the PXG Gen 2 fairways. Got the 3 and I've got the 5. When I was down at Ping recently, I did try out their new fairways and they were slightly better. A bit more spin, but a bit less dispersion, as you can see in these diagrams here. But I was hitting these really well, and I'm not really in the market for a new fairway at the moment, but I'm going to keep my eye on those Pings and test them again here at Fulford Golf Club. I'm going to do a review of the Ping versus the PXG fairway, so we'll see after that whether they'll make their way into my bag. Had these a couple of years now, and I love them. These have got the even flow blue shafts in, and I was fitted for these by PXG. I also carry a 7 wood, which I did a bit of testing with on these episodes of The Golf Show here. This is the PXG Gen 5. Got a little mark on it there, which is a bit unfortunate. Great looking club. This carries about 205 yards. I really like this club. It does go super high though, so one of the changes I've made with my set of irons that you're going to see in a moment is I've added a 4 iron in. And what I'm going to do when I'm playing somewhere windy or somewhere like links, I'm going to put the 4 iron in. The rest of the time, this baby's staying in the bag. This has got the Tensai 70 gram stiff shaft in it. It's just so easy to hit. Okay, so the next change is a big one. It might not come as a surprise to you if you've been watching these recent episodes of The Golf Show where I tested these irons out, but I've been a big PXG fan for years and I still am. I think PXG are fantastic. Their fitters are superb and their products are great. But I've just seen some other clubs I've wanted to try and I've replaced all my irons. I've gone for the Ping i230s. Aren't they pretty? So a few episodes ago I tested the i230 against the i525 and the i59. Didn't really get on with the 525. Thought the i59 was mega, but if you didn't hit it out the middle, you really got that drop off in performance. This has got an elastomer insert behind this cavity badge here, which is going to give you a bit more distance, a bit more forgiveness. It means they can lower the centre of gravity. It's also going to improve the sound and feel. My PXGs are triple forged, super soft feel on those, and they're beautiful to hit. These feel nearly as soft, and these aren't forged at all. These are cast steel. When I had my iron fitting down at Ping, we tried all different shafts in these clubs. We decided that the Nippon Pro Modus was the one for me. We've gone from a 90 gram composite shaft in my PXGs, because I had a really bad tennis elbow when I was fitted for those, and that was fantastic. That helped cure that, to 105 gram here. Now this 90 gram was a stiff shaft. This is a regular shaft, but it's got the heavier weight. So I've gone for the Ping in a 4 iron up to pitching wedge. The 5, 4 and 3 irons that Ping make have got a smaller head. So not the sole, but the actual size of the head. And apparently that's based on tour player feedback. So I'll be interested to see how we get on with those. But as I say, the 4 iron is just there at the moment to replace the 7 wood when I'm playing on a windy day. So these are beautiful. I had a couple of rounds with these. I'm getting about 5 yards extra carry than I got with my PXGs, but I'm really getting a really tight dispersion, just getting used to the extra weight of the shaft now. Ping have fitted me for the irons at 1/2 inch longer and 3 degrees upright, which is what I had with my PXGs. We've also gone for the power loft, which is between 1.5 and 2 degrees stronger than the standard loft. Obviously the Ping clubs come in power loft, standard and retro, the retro loft being about 1.5 to 2 degrees weaker per club. The reason Ping have done that is to take a bit of spin off when I hit it. I carry 3 wedges. These are all PXG Sugar Daddy 2s. Milled wedges, super soft wedges. These wedges are unbelievable. They want to be because they're 400 pounds each. We've got the KBS Tour Elevate shaft in there. That's actually got a spiral cord that runs down the shaft to dampen some vibrations. In my 50 degree, which has been bent to 49, just so I've got something for 100 yards, that's the BP grind. That's designed for fairly lush turf. In the 56 and the 60, we've gone for the C grind, which has got a narrower sole, so it gives you a bit more versatility, allows you to open those up out on the course. Beautiful wedges these, really like these. All of my clubs have got the Golf Pride MCC +4 mid-size grip on it. I like those chunkier grips, and what the +4 means, it's the equivalent of having 4 wraps of tape under where the right hand is. Obviously the grip would taper down, and I just find that gives me a nicer grip, helps with my grip. Okay, so just the putter to go. Now, I know I've got a beautiful PXG Union Jack head cover on this, really like the magnet on that, but it's a Ping putter. I've had this one a little while. This is the Tyne 4. This has got a dual insert in there, so the front insert is really soft. The back insert, the second insert, is a little bit firmer to help with distance control. I've had this for quite a few months now, and I have to say my putting is really good at the moment. The stats I'm getting when I look at it on Draw More Circles, I'm really happy with the putting, especially the longer putting and distance control. So this is a great putter. This is 34 inches. It is that little bit heavier, but I really like that. And Ping do some really nice putter grips. Okay, so that's the hardware, but very quickly, what else have I got in the bag? Well, I used 2 alignment sticks when I practice. Got a head cover there with the Golf Show logo on that was made by Mark and the team at Hazard Golf. I'm still using the Ping Craz-e light bag. I reviewed this a few episodes ago. Just £3. It's got legs, it's got loads of pockets. I really like this bag. I did get the Moonlight bag where there's no legs, but I just found that there weren't enough pockets on it. The bag itself was fine. I do have the odd issue though, because of these chunky grips. You know, getting the clubs in and out can be a little bit tricky at times. Bag's double strap, it's great. That's all fully adjustable. The bag's got a good sized drinks pocket on it, and being on this side, it's quite handy for when you've got it on. Got my flask there with some good old Yorkshire tea in it, and I've got my Bushnell. Occasionally I use my Tag Heuer watch as well, maybe if there's some dog legs and you can't see around the corner with the Bushnell. I'm using the AVX ball. I was fitted by Titleist for this, and we also did a ball fitting at Ping, which actually said I was better off using the Bridgestone Tour BX ball, but that went slightly higher than this, and when we compared the characteristics of the Bridgestone to the Titleist, this gave me a slightly lower flight. So I agreed with Paul, who was the fitter at Ping, that the AVX was the one for me, because I do hit the ball quite high with a lot of spin. Now I've recently started using the higher orange tee. Now this is made out of bamboo because I hate plastic, so I wouldn't put a plastic tee in my bag. When I had the fitting with Ping, Trackman showed I was hitting the ball quite low on the face off the driver. So with this, it's just elevated that little bit more. It's making me hit up on it. I'm getting another 10 yards, so check these out, guys, but make sure you buy the bamboo ones. I'm a big fan of Callaway's range of golf gloves. I think these are really hard wearing and they stay whiter longer than any other glove ever used, so I really like the Callaway gloves. As it's winter at Fulford, we're using mats at the moment, so this is the Nice Line mat. I reviewed 6 or 7 mats in an episode recently, and this one I just found to be the best quality, so that certainly helps. Guys, I hope you enjoyed that review. Another what's in the bag. I know I'm going to get some stick for this, but hopefully these clubs are going to be around for a while. Certainly the irons and the driver are, and the putter. Fairway woods, that could be the next thing I look at. If you enjoyed it, give us a like. If you really enjoyed it, give us a subscribe, and we'll see you next time on The Golf Show. I hope you enjoyed that episode of The Golf Show. To watch another, click here. To subscribe, click here.